Hello everyone and welcome to the Chrissy B Show. So what do we have in store for you on today's programme? We've got a bit of a list here for you today. We've got our daily fitness tip from Jane Wrafter. We also have Maegan's makeup corner. And I'll also be speaking to the very lovely Naomi Isted about what's hot in fashion at the moment for both men and women. And we'll also be taking a look at Royal Stylist Lauren B Couture's success story. But first of all, as always, we do have the news, this time with the lovely Excel. She's back. Hello, Excel.
Hello.
So good to have you back. We've missed you.
Have you really?
I have. I really have.
Well,
She does brighten up the studio, don't you, Excel?
I try my best.
And I love the hair.
Oh, thank you. Did a bit of a, it's my hair because I bought and paid for it, by the way. Instagrow.
Okay. So tell us, what do you have in the news for us?
Well, today I have got a few I suppose, human interest items, I would call it. I'll start off with a really sort of pulling on the heartstrings one. We've heard the expression, I'm a lover, not a fighter. And two romantic boxers decided to pull that, sort of bring that phrase to life, if you like. So these two people, one is...
Romantic boxers, that's an interesting...
Can you see
concept?
Where the story is going? Yeah,
not yet. No, carry on.
All right, okay. I'll whenever you get it, let me know.
Okay.
Their names are Adrian Firkins and Ricky Welsby, and they're from Brierley Hill in the West Midlands. Firkins is 44 and Welsby is 24, and they were both the WBU. I don't know what that stands for. They had a boxing match at this location in the West Midlands. And after the match, they both drew, by the way. No one won, really. But after the match, the promoter then called their individual girlfriends to come into the ring. And so they're wondering, oh, what's going on? Like, you two are fighting, not, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But as they got into the ring, then the boxers got on their one knee.
No, oh, it's so
And
nice.
I have a lovely photo to show it where they both went on there. And the two girlfriends
so
are absolutely gobsmacked, thinking, huh? What's this? What's going on? And afterwards, of course, they both said yes. So afterwards, trying to go through the shock of it. Well, yeah, indeed. In fact, one of them said if she had said no, it would have been so embarrassing because they still had, literally everybody was still there. It wasn't empty or anything. Straight after the match was when, the two ladies were called in. So
that's so nice.
I have to say it was very nice. So they're lovers, not fighters, ladies. I'm glad you said yes.
That's so cool.
Moving on to something else now. We know the famous sandwich shop, Subway, and we can mention it because...
I've had that for ages.
I know.
Oh, don't make me hungry, please. I'm so hungry. Okay, go on.
A Subway worker, I don't know if you're still going to be hungry after you've heard this piece of news, actually. A Subway worker was caught drying her wet socks in one of the ovens.
Oh, no. That's disgusting.
She apparently had, she was caught in the rain, obviously caught in the rain, and on her way to work. This is the Worcester branch of Subway, and she didn't want to start her 9-hour shift with damp feet, she said. So a customer actually saw it. So the customer took a picture, or rather, actually, the staff member took a picture and the customer also saw the socks in the oven. Oh, so she wasn't impressed, and so she complained to management. However, the worker then said it was a one-off thing and that the oven was cleaned out after her socks dried out. But
I hope she got the sack.
Well, it doesn't actually say that she was. Maybe it's further to this being exposed. It may have sort of led on to something else. But yeah, it was not a wise move.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure they've got like something in the toilets that they can dry their things on.
Well, exactly. Hand blower dryers and stuff like that. Yeah.
So just before you carry on with the news, let's just go to our fitness tip with Jane Wrafter, and she's giving some advice here about what to do to strengthen your back muscle. So let's take a look at this.
Hi everyone, I'm Jane. Welcome to your fitness top tips. Today I want to talk to you about back strength. So many people suffer from weak backs and back pain. and it's really important that you keep your back healthy. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple of things. One is flexibility, because actually getting your back moving is really good for your lower back, and also strengthening the muscles that support your spine. Okay, so a really simple exercise you can do every day, and it's not difficult, and it's really good for your back, is a simple cat stretch. So all you need to do is put your hands and knees on the floor, and then you curl through your back and give your back a really good stretch. Tighten here in your tummy. Let your chin go into your chest. Let your tailbone tuck right underneath so you can see that my back is getting a really nice stretch there. And then lift, nice deep breath, and curl through. And if you did several of these every day, especially if your back is aching after a long day at work or a long car journey, these can really help you ease off any back pain that you've got. They're really good for you. Another exercise that you can do is to strengthen the back muscles. So what we were doing then was stretching them. What I'm going to show you now is to strengthen. So if you put your hands on the floor like this and have your elbows in line with your shoulders, and then float your chest up and just feel these muscles here start to work. Try and keep your chin tucked in and your shoulders drawn down your back. So I'll just show you what it shouldn't look like that. Okay, so you want shoulders down, chin down. So you lift and lower like this. And if you want to strengthen the muscles in your upper back as well, you can, when you're up, float your arms and squeeze the shoulder blades together. This is a great exercise for posture as well as your back. It really helps to draw the shoulders back and down. Now, if that's too much for your lower back, you can pop your head down on the floor and then just lift your arms and strengthen your upper back. So I really hope those are helpful to you. Have a go at them if you have any back pain at all, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Jane. So what else have you got for us? We've got a few minutes left to the break.
Yeah, actually, I think I'll end this segment on this. There is, I'm sure we must have heard about a Find Lee campaign, although I haven't actually presented it myself, but it was in the news for quite a while, where a man basically who was about to jump off a bridge was stopped by a stranger. Yeah, we all knew about that. Yeah, and he was sort of campaigning, you know, find Lee. Find Mike, he called him, but then I think the man, his real name ended up being Neil or something like that, but they met again, obviously, to sort of, you know, happily ever after. Well, something similar has happened again recently, because a Good Samaritan left a note on a woman's car identifying a truck that had scraped her car when she wasn't there, and he actually left a note on her windscreen saying that he had seen the person who hit her, because she rides a Mini, so saw the person who damaged her Mini before they then drove off. And so he signed and said, he wrote the letter and said, "Hello, a scaffolding truck has just scraped your car right along the petrol cap. They didn't come back, so I got the reg for you. Get the cheeky bleep, signed Lee." And so she has the notes, and she took the note to the police to sort of say, well, somebody obviously has seen, and this is the registration number, etc. But the police informed her that without a formal witness statement, they would not be able to prosecute, kind of thing. So she needed to find Lee. And so she went on Facebook, she posted something on her page, put her picture, obviously she has her picture there, and also then posted this note to say, let's find Lee. So in the same way we had the Find Mike, now it was Lee. And posted a picture of the note and everything, and it was liked by several thousands of people, and everybody as at the time I found this report, it was liked by more than 10,000 people, and it was shared 45,000 times.
So did we find Lee?
We went on Twitter and we found Lee.
Oh, yay!
The amazing power of the internet, so because she then managed to say that she wants to also thank him and buy him a beer. So 2 days later, Lee was found because it was shared. Yeah, she actually got contacted by Lee on Twitter, and his full name is Lee Harris, and he's a 25-year-old security worker. And he said he was walking along the road to visit his family when he noticed the truck scraped the car. So he said, no, I know that these trucks they're not going to do so. No, I'll leave the note and everything. So he has been in touch, and the details have been passed on to the insurance company.
Good. See,
and all
didn't
of
get
that.
away with it.
Indeed.
Mr. Truck driver.
Very naughty,
That is naughty, isn't it?
Very, very naughty.
Because the amount of scrapes and stuff people get on their cars, and no one owns up to anything.
I remember that there have been times where I would see scrapes and lines and marks along my car. You kind of think, especially when you park in bays and someone just opens the door and just like whack, and you just think, could you just open the door a bit more quietly and gently? Please?
Well, at least he got caught, so that's really good.
Indeed, I should think so.
But you're going to stay with us because towards the end of the show you have some more lovely news items to share with us, haven't you?
Certainly.
Okay, because after the break we're going to be revisiting a lovely chocolate challenge that I did with a few friends of mine. You didn't go for that one, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, you came for another one. Okay. And also we'll be speaking to Naomi Isted about what's hot in fashion for both men and women. So do stay tuned.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back to the show. Now, before we speak to beauty and fashion expert Naomi Isted, let's take a look at one of my latest challenges. Right, everyone, I'm here for my next challenge, which is chocolate making, and we are at My Chocolate in Chancery Lane. And I have a team with me here today. I have Andy and I have Barbs. And we are going to be competing against a team that we know we're going to beat, and that's Bianca's team over there with Lewis and Louise.
We're going to win! Yeah! Champions.
So here to teach us how to make the chocolate today, we have Sophie. So Sophie, thanks so much for inviting us down today.
My pleasure.
So what we're going to be doing today exactly?
Today is all things chocolate. So we're going to be making some very delicious chocolate martinis to start, to get you in the mood.
Right.
You are going to be making some giant chocolate buttons and getting creative with those on your teams. You're also going to be cutting, dipping and decorating some chocolate fudge and some gianduja to make a very professional looking box of chocolates at the end of the session.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so let's get going.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
I've put some other chocolate in front of you, which is what we've flavoured here at My Chocolate. And I want you to tell me what the flavours are in there. Is there cinnamon? Yes, well done. Yeah. Ginger and cinnamon. Okay, so it all rides on the final...
Nutmeg.
Not nutmeg.
Asian spice.
No, but it's still spicy. Well done, you get the points. Cardamom. Ginger, cinnamon and cardamom. The pods that you often use like in curries.
When did the idea come about for you to do something like this?
Well, I set the business up about 10 years ago. I was at art college and I saw something similar in Amsterdam because in Holland they eat a huge amount of chocolate.
I can imagine.
So I then decided to quit university and I set the company up using the remainder of my student loan.
Wow, brave move.
It was a brave move, yeah. It all sort of worked out. So I started running the workshops out of my living room and then it just sort of took off. And I didn't go back to university.
The first thing that you are going to make are some giant chocolate buttons. Well done, both teams. Your first challenge successfully completed. I think you've done a really good job. However, I did say I was going to be judging this challenge on creativity. So this wasn't about professionalism, it wasn't about skill even, it was about creativity. And so on that basis, I have to go for team. So I'm going to give you half an hour on your teams to use up all your fudge and gianduja, the marshmallows, make a lovely batch of chocolates, and at the end I'm going to give you some packaging so you can make your own boxes and present them to me to choose the winners. Okay, so go. With some very beautiful looking chocolates, including some drizzling. I think 2 very professional boxes of chocolate. I think I'm going to have to say the winner of this challenge, and therefore overall winner, is Chrissy B. So all that remains is for you to take the rest of the packaging and pack up your own individual chocolates to take home with you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back. And now we're here with the lovely Naomi Isted. Hello, Naomi.
Hi, Chrissy. Thanks for having me back.
So good to have you back.
It's lovely to be here.
Oh, so you're going to be telling us about the latest trends for both men and women. What's hot? What's going on?
Yeah, for spring summer 14, obviously. So basically, this spring summer that's coming up now. There's quite bold trends that are coming. They're all filtering in, and they're for men and women.
Okay.
So, would you believe what the new black is white?
Really?
Yes. So, I mean, I love black. It's a safe colour for me. I've always worn black, love it. So to go other extremes to wearing white head to toe as well. Oh, I don't know if I can do that, but
like a dove or something.
Yeah, something like that. And that is actually for men and women. So
I can't
boys,
imagine. Sorry, men. Okay, I can think. I can see a woman in like all white, but
yeah,
guy would look a bit.
Guys, well, you know, think of the summertime. If they're on holiday, little white sort of light linen suit, that sort of thing. So yeah,
Miami Vice.
It sounds like it, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So wait for it. Then we're going on to the next colour of the season, and this is for both men and women. A key colour that's again staying from last season is pink. Oh, for men as well. I don't know if you
have to be a real man to wear pink, right?
I don't know if the male viewers are going to really go for that, but you know, some men have the confidence to go for pink in their wardrobe.
My husband does have a couple of pink shirts actually. They look quite nice on him.
Yeah, I think my husband's got a pink. Yeah, he's got a couple of darker pink, not the bright or baby pink. And again, the main sort of trends that are for both men and women this season are white, pink. There's a lot of bold stripes coming back in as well. Wow. So again for men, and we may see some guys that are bold enough to wear full bold striped suits, which is quite so like I say, the trends this season are quite bold. One thing that I really love and I'm going to enjoy is the sports luxe. So it's basically having a bit of an 80s revival, wearing kind of like silky bomber jackets, longer bomber jackets, that sort of thing. Shorts, silky satiny shorts, which I really love. I don't know if I'll wear it, if I'll be able to pull it off, but yeah.
And metallic stuff, metallic looking stuff.
Metallic, metallic. Oh, metallic. And you can, if you're not sort of bold enough to go for a metallic dress, then just accessorise. You know, bags, shoes, perfect, or a big statement necklace.
So it's not like you have to dress top to toe in it.
Oh,
just
no.
Like, at least if you've got one, one or two things maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And I think with every trend and every season, every woman, every man's got their own style. So you just pick a few elements of the trends and choose a couple of pieces that you can add to your wardrobe that will suit your own wardrobe. So for example, if you tend to wear quite classic clothes, but you really I like the floral trend. So the floral is going to be really coming in strongly this season for men and women again.
Men as well?
Yes. So those flowery shirts will be back.
I've never liked that. Sorry, guys, but I'm just...
I know, I'm not sure about that.
Me.
I mean, obviously, this is catwalk trends. And then the magazines are like, the fashion magazines are just a minefield for most men and women. It's like, oh my goodness, what suits me? I think you've just got to really look at your own taste, look at your own wardrobe and go, yeah, I like a little bit of pink or a little bit of floral, I'll go for that. It might not, you know, it's not going to suit everyone. And it's obviously age appropriate as well, you know. Look for the difference. So if there's a bit of like floral that would suit a 20-year-old, it's a tiny mini skirt, that might not be right for a 60-year-old, but a 60-year-old could then maybe go for a really lovely floral blazer.
Yeah.
Just find those little bits of trends. Monochrome is massive.
That's it.
And
we got it right
we're
today.
so on trend.
Yeah.
Monochrome and lace as well. You're going to see lace everywhere. So lace detailing, full lace dresses, lace skirts, trousers, tops.
They always
And
come
then
back round, don't
they
they?
do.
Lace.
Yeah.
It's always...
I mean,
somewhere.
there's a lot of trends, like obviously as well, the wet look, so PVC, rubber, that's very on trend this season. Logo prints, so we're going away from minimal and we're going the opposite way. So artwork, brush strokes, logos everywhere.
You've got those nice t-shirts now with all the nice designs and stuff.
And tribal, Aztec designs. It's it's quite flamboyant this summer. So be prepared.
How about in terms of accessories and things? What's sort of in with accessories?
Accessories, well again, if you're going to wear something quite simple, like a nice light pastel, because pastels are very in this season, so pastel colours, candy colours, you could glam a simple outfit, so an A-line skirt like this for example, with a t-shirt, maybe a pastel t-shirt, but with a statement necklace, so tassels.
Tassels,
yeah. Yes, they're very on trend this season. They're, you know, with the tribal tones and that sort of influence. Bright colours, so bright bags. Rucksacks are back actually as well. If you get bored of carrying your heavy handbag.
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure about the rucksack. For me personally,
I think it's very feminine.
I don't think
depending on what, obviously, the style and everything, but
exactly. I mean, it kind of, for me, that's like going out with the kids in the forest, rucksack, let's get, you know.
Exactly.
I don't really think I'll be wearing the rucksacks, but there are some amazing like Chanel bags out there with lots of like zips and logos on them and everything. In terms of hair and makeup this season, I think it's really as natural and flawless and fresh as possible. So actually less is more. So if you have quite, you know, go for flawless skin and maybe very feline eyes, but obviously that's not for everyone. So for example, myself, I've got deep set eyes. So with deep set eyes, a feline flick just doesn't work. You know, it's quite hard to recreate that. So again, go for what suits you. Pastel colours and bold lips. I always tend to go for either or. Never do a really bold lip and a really bold eye.
Okay, we're talking about makeup because we're going to be having Maegan's makeup corner after the break. But Naomi, thank you so much for the lovely advice.
That's fine. Yeah,
I hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So
thanks.
Bold, bright patterns are
lace,
definitely in.
yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. So do join us after this.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back, everyone, and now we have Maegan with makeup. Hello, Maegan.
Hello, Chrissy.
How are you, darling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You've got 3 lovely models today, haven't we?
I do.
Hi,
I
girls.
have 3 models that I'm going to be doing contouring, and I'm going to be doing highlighting.
Okay.
And I'm going to show the viewers the different products, because sometimes we talked about last week that they can kind of get mixed up and it can go really, really wrong.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that we're picking the right colors when we're doing the contouring and highlighting.
Okay.
So we have Natalie here, and she has fair skin. And I did one side already, if you just want to look that way. So I've done some contouring, highlighting. And I'm going to show you two different products on her for the highlighting. And we'll just start
What's
with
highlighting for, just briefly?
highlighting and contouring. So it's basically bringing shadows and brightening up certain areas of the face. So the areas, that's a good point, that you want to do the highlighting are the forehead, the nose, just at the top of your cheekbone there. You can do the Cupid's bow, which is the two lines that are just above your top lip, and a little bit on the chin there. So you want to, and underneath your eyes, like kind of like a V. So if you,
so those are the bits you want to bring out.
Those are the bits you want to bring out. Contouring is the bits you want to bring shadows to. So you would do contouring, we'll show you on her, with this color. It's called Harmony Matte. This is actually a blusher, but it's just a light bronze that we're using. And you want to use matte. So you want to use the matte, and that's so that it's not shiny. So here we're just bringing a shadow.
You know, already.
A really good other product too for fair skin is Hollow, and it produces a shadow that is gray, a natural shadow, the actual color. And it's a shame I don't have it, but it's kind of a cream pigment like this one, except it's gray, called Hollow. And basically it's brilliant on fair skin because it's one of the best contouring products. So I'm just contouring here, you can see. Just subtly bringing it there. Again, you don't want to bring it past the corner here. Also, we have Luna Frost, which is a nice, we're just going to pop this on the top of her cheek. It's a nice glitter-free, so you can wear it every day to work. See, I'm just, oh, that's another one, just under the eyebrow. You want that to pop straight down the nose, Cupid's bow, pop right there, glowing, glistening. Now, if you want a little bit more glimmer and shimmer, right? Some of us do. There's Soft and Gentle, mineralized skin finish highlighter, and you can see, I'm just gonna pop that on there, how gorgeous that is. Yeah, I really love this, but some people don't want all the glitter, Chrissy. Some people, think it's too much. So I think
for an evening look, it's great.
Right.
But even during the day, it depends, I suppose, where you're going and what you're wearing.
Yeah, it's what you want. If you want it to be, noticed, but not, I think it's subtle, but it's your preference. Yeah. And I'm just gonna finish up here quickly with this Sheer Finish Pale Yellow Powder to brighten up under the eyes.
Is that the banana one?
It's banana. You can get banana it's called Banana in Ben Nye. So there you go. And this is actually a product that I'm going to use on my medium skin model as well. Oh, okay. So thank you, Natalie.
Thank you, Danny. Okay.
All right, so like I said, some of these you can use. I definitely wouldn't use the Luna on my dark skin model.
Okay.
Not going to be a good product. It's going to be too light. You want something more warm, as deeper your skin goes. And that's where people go wrong, Chrissy, is that they don't go warmer.
Okay.
They think highlight, light, but it's different because in deeper skin tones, you really need to know that products can look quite gray, sallow.
Ashen.
Yeah, and you don't want that. You want to look vibrant. And one of the things that we struggle with medium skin is the dark pigmentation around the lips. Now I've got orange cream pigment in Emerge here by La Masca, and it's just mixed with a little bit of foundation. I'm going to show you how you can get rid of those spots quickly. So I've mixed it with that Emerge. Also, there's also these really lovely skin-based mixer in the same orange. And this one is amber, and it's good. So I've popped this. I've actually done this side, you can see. And you can see that really good on the bridge of her nose there. So it just lifts that darkness. You can see that just beautifully. And it's orange. I wouldn't use, you know, a fair skinned corrector on her. You know, her skin is rich, it's warm. So that is a brilliant way to get rid of those dark pigmented spots on the skin. And you could even put it on even concentrated and put your foundation over. So you could pop this on, blend it in to those dark areas, pop your foundation on, and there you go. For contouring, Chrissy, you can see the difference. I am showing you the difference here. Now this is a cream concealer, and it's quite dark. We're just gonna pop a little bit on here on Lola. Just turn that way. Sorry. So it's just gonna go starting at her ear, again going down. You don't wanna go past the end of the eyebrow because it might look a bit dirty. And just blend. Now you can see how if I were to use that blusher I used on Natalie,
Wouldn't work.
would not work. Now look at how beautiful that is. Another area here, I've got just quickly, you can go into here. Some people miss that. The bridge of the nose is quite good. So just bring the brush up, blend it in. Again, you just want to get a little bit of this, and you can even bring it into the crease there and provide some definition while you're at it. So it's quite, you know, you can see just how brilliant that is. Now what to highlight? I've got Gleam Supernatural Illamasqua, and it is an orange highlighter, and I'm just gonna pop this on, and it's warm again. It provides the shimmer that I'd say has the mineral finish, but again, pop that on, blend it in. If I used the one I used on Natalie, would not look good, Chrissy. So just popping it on, Cupid's bow. Beautiful. Thank you, Lola.
A big difference. Thank you, Lola. Okay, your turn.
So we have Alicia here. And so we've done, again, half of Alicia's face. And we have done this side here. Now, Alicia, you were saying also that, you know, I love these tutorials, but sometimes I just don't have the products. Everyone's got a deep, dark brown eyeshadow. If you don't, it's less costly than, you know, an actual contouring product, like a big bronzer that might be, you know, a certain amount. So pop that, it has to be matte, so no shine. Pop that on, look at that. You can find that, you know, significantly cheaper.
This really makes the cheeks more chiseled, doesn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, look at the side. If I'm not sure if you can tell, but just I really, you know, think people neglect this, the bridge of the nose, and I think it makes a world of difference. A world of difference. Now what? So I had the banana cream, or not cream, sorry, the powder. Introducing new products here. And this is a foundation mineralized powder in kind of caramel. And that would be the color that we would use. So look up so you can see. So this is the equivalent to the banana cream. If I use the banana cream on her, that would not look as good. That would then produce, like Alicia should have a little bit of that gray kind of ness to her, where she's got, you know, beautiful warm skin, and we wouldn't want to do that. Another thing quickly, Chrissy.
Okay.
When people want nude lips on a dark skin like Alicia, they go wrong in that they put, you know, very nude color, the color nude, on her lips. How you want to do the natural is this color on the outside. So you can see the color, deep brown on the outside. So I've got a deep brown liner. So I'm just doing that because it's not going to be natural on her. If you want natural lips, you want them to look natural, don't you? So people get confused a little bit when they say, oh, make my lips natural. So, you know, they think nude. Well, nude's natural. Well, not on Alicia, right? The middle of her lips here is that pink color. You want to match that. So you want to fill that in, and that gives you that three-dimensional lip. She's got beautiful, gorgeous lips. And that basically blends it in, provides that definition. So she's got, you know, that dark brown on the outside, and then just blend it. This is a nice Enchant. It's called Enchant Sheer Lip Gloss from
nice on her.
Ilamasca. So yeah, so I'm just blending it, taking the brown, blending it with that pink in the middle, and producing that nice natural lip for her skin. So that's one of the things that I thought. Look, beautiful.
Lovely.
Beautiful,
really nice,
natural.
yeah.
Alicia.
That's great. Okay, Maegan, thank you very much. And thank you girls as well for coming on and for being models. And we have reached the time now for our break. So do stay with us after the break because we're going to be back with Excel. We're also going to be showing you our latest success stories, so don't go away.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back. Now, just before we go to our success story, let me just read this email from a viewer who needs some advice. She says, hi, Chrissy. This is from Kate, by the way. My mum is always wearing my clothes and wanting to come out with me and my friends. At first, I didn't mind, but now it's becoming a regular thing. She's very young looking and most times people think she's my sister. I want to tell her to stay at home sometimes, but don't want to hurt her feelings. What would you do, Chrissy? So we're going to be answering that just after this success story.
Today I'm talking about Lauren B, one of Britain's most fascinating and most famous fashion designers.
At the very beginning of my career, I was very fortunate enough to work with people like Jill Sander, Cerruti, Gucci, Alexander McQueen, who was one of my great favorites. I've got to say the secret to staying on Beach and Place, it's a tough street to be on. It's a wonderful, glamorous street. But I think the most important thing is to really listen to what your clients want. You know, you really have to give them what they want. You don't tell your clients what they should have. You've got to listen to your clients and really offer them a perfect, you know, client one-to-one service. But, you know, the other thing is having a really good team around you. I've had a great team, thankfully, and you're only really as good as the team around you. My pride and joy, which I absolutely love, and I'm so proud of this gown, is my beautiful princess gown, and it has a gorgeous silk duchess skirt with beautiful hand pleating. It's very, very flattering to the figure, very flat-fronted, so it doesn't give a tummy. Very, very flattering. It's got a beautiful handmade corset. It's all structured with hand padded on the hips, so it gives a lovely curvy figure. Throughout my career, I've made some beautiful, very exciting gowns. I've got to say, maybe one that really sticks out in my mind was one that I did for Alexander McQueen, which was a wonderful gown. It was actually a pleasure to work with him, but that was, for me, quite an exciting gown to make.
Tell me, just one last thing that's going to be in your collection this year.
Thank you, Ian. Yes, for this year, you're going to see a lot of very soft, floaty, feminine chiffon gowns, very sort of reminiscent of the Hollywood queens gone by. That's what you're going to see this year.
Don't I sometimes wish I was a lady? What a tremendous collection. So this is Ian Pelham-Turner for Sky 203, the Chrissy B Show, saying goodbye for now.
Thank you very much, Lauren and Ian. Okay, so let's answer this question first, Excel, before we finish with a couple more news items. So this person is saying that her mum's wearing her clothes and wants to go out with them, with her and her friends all the time. What would I do? Now, honestly, if my mum looked like my sister and was borrowing my clothes, I'd actually love it because I really love my mum's company, and I wouldn't mind if she was coming out with me and my friends, honestly. Now, however, if my mother looked did look older than me, as she does, and she was wearing my clothes and she looked ridiculous in them, what I would probably do is take her out shopping and get something more that's more appropriate for her. Although I think as you get older, that sort of doesn't really matter. But for example, if I was 16 and she was like older than me, I can't work out the maths. I can't work out. Say 20 years older than me, it would look silly. So it depends obviously on the age gap between the two of you. But I would say also, if you're actually going out hoping to meet someone, you know, if you're looking for a partner and then your mum's there all the time, then I can understand that, you know, you might not want her around. So in that case, I would probably just take my mum aside and say, Mum, look, you know, I love your company. I love that you come out with us, but there's times when I just want to go out and meet people and I feel a bit awkward. I'm sure she's going to understand, and it may even prompt her to actually go out and meet people her own age and socialise with people her own age. It might even do her some good. Maybe at the moment she's depending on you and, you know, wanting to go out with you all the time because she doesn't have any other friends. But if you sort of maybe set a boundary for her, then she would go out and meet other people too. So I do hope that's helped you. And that's made me miss my mummy, because I do love going out with my mum. She's such a laugh.
I miss my mummy too.
Aww.
Yeah, she's a right laugh, my mum.
Is it? Oh, well, I see where you get it from.
Well, yes, indeed. I get my cheeky side from mother.
Okay. So we've got a few minutes left for a couple more stories if you've got some good ones for us.
Yeah, I just thought I'd highlight a few things. I mean, I think recently in the news, we must have seen the whole no makeup selfie that was trending on all the social medias. The sort of, I think it actually happened by accident. It wasn't even something that was sort of instigated or whatever by cancer research. Someone had actually taken a photo. How it all started was someone had taken, say for example, say you took a photo and then you were feeling a bit, maybe someone criticized you and I was not trying to show you support to say, no, your photo was nice because you didn't have makeup on. I said, look, this is how I look as well without makeup. That's what someone did for their friend. Something sort of simple like that. And another person retweeted or shared their photo and just put breast cancer awareness, and that's how it all started.
Okay.
And again, the power of the social media. This is how we boom, 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 boom. And it now became, I nominate so-and-so person to also take a no makeup selfie. And of course, cancer research picked up on this and they were actually quite impressed with that and said, well, we didn't start this up. We would like to thank you for supporting cancer research. And another thing as well was whoever took their photo would also make a donation of £3 to Cancer Research UK. And in one day, they raised £1 million.
Seriously, wow. That's fantastic.
Again, in 2 days, they raised 2 million, but then it didn't quite follow up up to 1 million per day. However, although I suppose it's still going on in drips and drabs, but the main sort of the bulk of the sort of attention of this no makeup selfie was across 6 days, and in 6 days, Cancer Research raised £8 million.
Wow, that's brilliant.
So it's been absolutely quite beautiful. And now, obviously, this money has
pictures of that. Okay.
I mean, we have some celebrities that got on board with that. This is Kim Marsh who got on board with that, and she was sort of obviously encouraging people to do the same. And I think, like I said, the power of social media. When one person does it, they have to nominate somebody else, or I nominate maybe 3 or 4 friends and get them to do it as well. So it did raise a lot of profile. However, as with all things good, which is what it is in this case, raising funds for a good cause, there is also just the silly trends that happen, because in the same week, about 2 days later, we had the sellotape selfie. Want to know what that is?
Yes, please.
Well, the sellotape selfie, I'll explain first, is again, someone who took a picture of themselves without makeup and then they sort of nominated somebody else to do it. Whereas this time, somebody would sellotape their face and then nominate somebody else to say, I dare you to do the same. I have a few photos here, and I wonder what our viewers would think. This is somebody who taped their face and then nominated their friend to do the same. And so we have, yes, I mean, I really do not know what this lady was thinking, but I bet she thought she looked fabulous.
They have to be careful not to suffocate themselves.
Well, the thing as well is this man, I think he's probably giving himself a free wax, to be quite honest. He may not need to shave for like a week or so. Because God help him, yes, indeed. And this is the situation that we find ourselves with social media, and I find it amazing how people, and these things catch on so quickly. And there was another, something again to do with...
so ridiculous. mechanism.
Something again to do with.
We should do one.
Oh, stop! Don't you start! I will not get involved. That is shocking, shocking. I say. But again, like I said, we've identified the good side of social media. I mean, we've talked about like Find Mike. We talked about earlier. We talked about Find Lee and all that. But I think it just goes to show the power of the internet and how it can really raise so much sort of awareness, negatively or positively, because not that long ago as well, we had the neck nomination craze that was going on, which apparently started off in Australia, where people were just daring themselves to drink outrageous stuff. People were drinking brake fluid and whatever.
Yeah, I was watching that. It's horrible. And
unfortunately, it has led to, I believe in the UK, it has led to about 6 deaths related
apparently
to neck nomination.
Apparently a 9-year-old nearly died from it the other day.
So this is the thing, it's like it kind of goes a bit too far. You kind of think, okay, it's funny. I mean, okay, one would say the sellotape thing is relatively harmless, but when it comes to things where people's lives are getting, getting sort of like, what do you call it, put at risk, it's not really funny anymore, because even there was a particular person who unfortunately is now being investigated, or sort of the RSPCA has taken out an injunction on him or something, and because he blended and drunk a concoction of mice, grasshoppers and spiders.
God.
Seriously? Really?
That's disgusting.
Really? If you're short of vitamins, take vitamin pill or something. But anyway.
Down to your local health food shop.
Well, to end up on a lighter note, I have to say...
Thanks for that. To make everyone feel sick and then just finish the show.
No, we'll end on a light note. Do you remember any chat-up lines from your dating days, Chrissy?
Yeah, that usual one about the... Was it stars coming down and being in your eyes or whatever? I can't remember.
All right, well, okay. Well, how about this? I have to say this. There's a list of because somebody put it on Reddit, which is another social media, and she asked for, her name is Katie0821, and she asked for people to come up with amusing chat-up lines. And I have to say, this has to be my best one. I absolutely love this. If someone said this to me, I'll give them a trophy. It said, "Are you my appendix? Because I don't understand how you work, but the feeling in my stomach makes me want to take you out."
That's rubbish.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, stop it. Viewers, please, if you agree, please put it on our Facebook page for us to put it on the Chrissy B Show Facebook.
No, it's all right.
It's the cheesiest
okay.
lines you've heard.
Right,
no, because if you think about it, it's quite clever.
Yes, yes.
And there's another one.
Come on, I've got to finish the show. Hurry up.
There's another one. Actually, this is quite cute. "You're so beautiful, you made me forget my pickup line."
Oh, that's a nice one. I'd like that one.
I thought you would.
On that note, let's leave it, shall we? Thank you so much, EXO. I love having you back on, and we'll see you again very soon.
Indeed. Thank you
very
much.
All right, guys, so that's it for the Chrissy B Show for today. But don't forget, if you want more information, you can visit the website chrissybshow.tv, and we've got links there to the Twitter and Instagram and everything from there. And also, if you'd like to email me, maybe you have a suggestion for a show, or even you'd like to share your story, you've got an interesting story to tell, you can email me on chris@chrissybshow.tv. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye for now. So today, everyone, I'm down at Laser... Am I shouting? I should stop shouting down the microphone.
Okay. And obviously paintball just takes, you get a good adrenaline rush from paintball, whereas laser's more for the little ones.